Hi guys, James from DBG here, and this is part 2 of Road to Mini 40k tournament. And this is my army. For those you remember, just over a year ago I painted this lot up for Chris for a 30k campaign weekender we did in Southampton last July, I think it was, maybe June. I can't remember. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. Because I sold my Death Watch, which is what I was going to be taking. Chris kindly lent me his army, which is fine because I painted it, so it's all good on the painting front. All I had to do was add a few more flames to the shoulder pads and put chapter markings on. So I ordered some Salamander decals and I slapped them on yesterday. So without further ado, let's have a look. Oh, and a note on the Spartan. You may see it looks a little bit streamlined, and that's because Chris picked it up on eBay and it was sold as Forge World original but damaged. It's clearly not. It's clearly a recast that someone has knocked off. But Chris soldiered through and put it together. So yeah, it looks a little bit streamlined. A couple of the joins are a bit dodgy, but I think the paint job I gave it is more than enough, makes up for the slight dents here and there. Anyway, without further ado, here's the army. So at the front here we have the captain with a combi melter and a power weapon. We have a lieutenant again with a combi melter. That guy is purely there as the additional HQ and also is very handy for re-rolling wounds. We have a tech marine. As you see, it's in the pre-heresy colours. Because obviously this is a pre-heresy army. That guy has the, I think, the Wrath of Primarch, which is a basically an uber master crafted bolter with your ballistic skill 2+. You're not going to not give it to him. We have the other requisite of the battalion, which is 3 tactical squads, all with a heavy bolter. Do not underestimate the power of a heavy bolter. That -1 to armor saves is very nice. We have the Spartan itself, which I have done some freehand flames on that side, and a freehand Salamander chapter marking on that side. Now yes, the Spartan is well over 500 points, so it's just under half the total army because these are 1250. But you have a 20 wound beast with 8 las cannon shots, 12 heavy bolter shots, and it can still fall back and charge, and it can fire its weapons within, and there's models within 1 inch of it, because I think it's got a Behemoth special rule. So yeah, it does have a degrading stat line, but with the tech marine around to do D3 wounds a turn to it, not going to worry. Then we have the other 3 squads, 3 Devastator squads, each with a missile launcher and a heavy bolter. And as you can see, I have servo skulls and a floating mech device. These represent the cherubs. I think they're called RMM cherubim, or cherubim armor. Anyway, once per game you can sacrifice this. It just represents it's reloading the weapon, and you can shoot again. And when you combine that with the stratagem Hellfire rounds, basically each heavy bolter can have... sorry, I had to pause the video there. Someone came in the kitchen. So yeah, well, as I was saying, once per game each squad can fire the Hellfire round twice because it's been FAQ'd that once a round is loaded, you sacrifice cherubim, he reloads the round, so each of those heavy bolters can do 2 D3 mortal wounds per game. You can only do that once per turn. So the first 3 turns, those heavy bolters are doing 2 D3 mortal wounds. Combine that with the las cannons, even if I come against knights, and I know for a fact because the army lists have been published for everyone to analyse and work out the best tactics. Turn 1, I can kill a knight and wound and critically wound another one. It's a combination of 8 las cannons and the hellfire rounds, and the 3 missile launchers. That is 2 knights, 1 definitely dead, 1 definitely on half wounds on turn 1. And the only way I'm going to go last is if I face knights, because this has a transport capacity of 25. So the first turn, I only need to put down 4 things, because these 3 tactical squads and these 3 characters go in this. They go down. That's 6 going down once. Then we've got 1, 2, 3 set up. That's 4 drops. Only knights are going to be going. I have less drops than that. Maybe custodes if they do the cheeky bike thing, but only knights are going to be going technically before me, unless I roll good on the initial dice roll or I seize. So yeah, that is my army. Some would say it's pure filth. The only thing I have to do is remember how to use all these things. Oh, and one more thing I need to talk about: the Salamanders chapter trait, which is not just one squad, each squad can either reroll a 1 to hit or to wound per turn, per phase. So each squad, except for the Spartan, it does have the Salamander rule, so the captain and lieutenants. Auras can affect it, but it doesn't have the Salamander rule with regards to re-rolling of 1s to hit or wound. So that's 8 to 9 units that can re-roll 1s per turn. Salamanders, I think, are very underestimated. I mean, everybody goes for Ultramarines or Raven Guard because they're chapter traits. Imperial Fists, that ignoring the cover, is actually really handy. The amount of times I fought against Reichardt's Imperial Fists and actually lost people because I thought I was getting a 2-up save. I was actually getting a 3-up save. And when you take in consideration the other modifiers, you're going against your normal armor, not a +1. It's actually quite devastating. I do believe the Imperial Fists chapter trait is underestimated. Anyway, that is the army I'm taking. It's all been tarted up. Chapter markings put on, extra flames, extra highlighting put on. So yeah, that's all good. That's all ready to go. Reichardt is still frantically painting his Necrons. I'll have a word with him and see if we can get him to do one of these. If not, the rest of the videos are probably going to be from the event itself. Both Chris and I have permission to video, and if our opponents are willing, then we'll be videoing probably the beginning and the end of the games, so you can see my opponent's armies, you can see the setups, and then you can see the results. I'm not going to say anything about the way I normally play. My last outing was not the best, as to say, but hopefully these guys will do me proud. And obviously we're sponsoring the event as well, so that's good for everyone involved. So that's brilliant. As usual, don't forget to check the link in the description to Goblin Gaming. You help us out when you use that link. It's all very cool. Yeah, like and subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. Comments below. We can have a discussion about tactics and what have you. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.